I'm constantly in between wanting to talk a lot and then talk not really at all. So we'll see how long this lasts. It's a little bit of iPhone storage, it's a little bit of self-consciousness, it's a little bit of everything. I have been feeling really antsy lately. I feel like in life, in different parts for all of us, we have different aspirations and different goals and, different things to work towards. And I have always been cautious on what I've wanted to do and the time frame that I give myself because I like to think of myself as a realistic person. But I mean, I also just want to do things and put my whole heart into it and not feel like I'm going to be judged for it. So there's apprehension also with the things that I do want to work towards. Because there's the normal moral adult goals, right? Of, having a savings, working towards buying a house, getting a reliable car, and, paying off your debt, making sure you have insurance, and, all the happy things, all the things that are necessities you want to have enough money for. But then, I do have debt and I do have bills and other things that I need to pay, which, since I've turned 18, which is, almost 10 years. Whoa, weird. It'll be 10 years this year since my 18th birthday. Ah! Oh, that was a weird realization. Anyway, since the time that I became like a legal adult, I have had to be responsible for myself in a lot of ways that, the kids around me didn't have to be responsible for. Just the tiny things like being able to be on your parents' insurance until you're age 26. I don't know if that's how it is everywhere, but Pennsylvania, that's what it was, and that was like the norm. And, coming from somebody who doesn't have parents or siblings, there was nobody around me that I could really talk to about it. And I didn't necessarily get the greatest support from my family in that. So, like, I've just had to figure it out or deal with the consequences of things that I didn't figure out. And I would say that I've got a lot of those figured out now, but I feel like I'm just like fighting to get there, fighting to just get the next thing done. And of course, like throughout my life, I've been able to enjoy the money that I've made, but not necessarily in the most responsible ways. So now this year I'm very close to paying a lot of my debt off. But it has become really difficult to keep what I'm doing right now going. I'm going to continue to do it because I have no other choice, but I don't know, it just brings up the things that I would like to maybe do one day. I want to make music. I want to sing. I want to make art. I want to share these things with the world. It's not necessarily a money thing. It's more of I want to do the things that give me joy, that make me feel like I have something to live for. Because this going to work 40 hours a week, essentially being exploited for the work that I do. Because, I mean, It's not that I don't wanna work, because I do. I like the job that I do. But from the time that I started at this particular company to where it is now, even this job that I do specifically, it's nothing like it was. And it's essentially now doing even more work now for, I don't know, the money that they're giving us because of one reason or another. I haven't had a self-evaluation or any sort of evaluation in like 2, 3 years, and I've been at this company for 5 years. So yeah, it's and I always get the answer of it could be worse, and it's like this everywhere. And so I hate those answers because it shouldn't be like that. But I also know that we're in the year 2025, and uh things are crazy and you never really know what to expect. So I would really like to just do things for myself that can generate some income, but also generates a lot more happiness for myself because I deserve that. We all deserve that, but I deserve that. And I think that's an important step for me to realize. Um yeah. So just being able to maybe look at those things a little closely, a little more closer this year. However, I want to say that, I don't know. But I think just being able to put myself out there and just being like, well, whatever happens, happens. I think that's my biggest step. And I've obviously done it in different forms already. This YouTube thing is definitely a step in that, I think, because like I was on TikTok and I was one of those people who deleted their TikTok and I can't access it now. And, it's not a make or break for me because I don't know how many followers I had. Not many, not to really make a difference. But that's how it is like on Instagram too. I have followers, but not enough to make a difference. And that's okay. I know. I it's essentially if you're lucky or if you're consistent, and I could be one or the other. I don't know. I'm not consistently uploading things, but maybe I could get lucky. And that's all I could hope for, to get people to look at my art and listen to what I have to say and just surround myself with like-minded people. That's the way I want to live, and that's the way that I feel like I would just feel like I've won, like I've succeeded. So we shall see in the next coming months, in the next year. I'm not going to give myself a time limit, but I would also like to try things sooner rather than later. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a big learning experience, and I think I'm going to try to explore more into things, and I will keep uploading. So enjoy your day, and maybe I will see you in a few days.